do some politics now. And some NPP activists in the Upper East region yesterday disrupted a meeting with regional executives meant to be chaired by the party's chairman, Paul Afoko. Mr. Afoko and General Secretary Kwabna AJ Japan were in the region as part of a tour of the 3 northern regions aimed at discussing some concerns among party members in those regions. But the meeting in the Upper East region is said to have been cut short when some of the party activists stormed the venue for the meeting. Albert Sorry is the Upper East regional correspondent. He now joins us on the phone with someone what really happened. So, Albert, can you tell us what exactly happened?
Well, the meeting was convened yesterday for the regional party executive to meet with Paul Afoko and then General Secretary Kwabna Ejapon. We are told that the meeting supposedly was to discuss certain matters affecting the NPP. But then these aggrieved party activists stormed the meeting, and we're told they accused the regional organizer, Jerry Asamani, of convening the meeting without the consent of some of the party executives. And so they were threatening to beat him up, and it took the timely intervention of the police to avert any serious problems. They had massed up in front of the Azun Solum guest house where the meeting was supposed to take place. And so the police had to quickly move in to prevent any chaos.
At what time exactly did this happen?
Well, we heard of it later at 6 p.m. thereabouts, when the issue had seemed to have already happened. But then around 7 p.m. was when Paul Afoko, together with Jerry Asamani, went to the police station to report the matter. We are told that they had to go there with police escorts because some of these youths were still threatening the regional organizer, and so they had to protect him together with Afoko when they were going to the police station to lodge a formal complaint.
Was there any point where Mr. Afoko and his General Secretary, Kwabna Japan, were chased out of the premises?
Well, that much I can't tell. I have heard that from people, but I didn't see it myself, so I cannot confirm. What we know also is that yesterday, after they lodged the complaints at the police station, the police had to continue to protect them just in case these youth decided to attack them again. And so they were escorted to unknown places where they spent the night. At the moment, I know, because I've confirmed from the police, that the General Secretary, Kwabna Japan, was escorted out of town this morning. But Paul Afoko is still in town. It is unclear exactly where he is. But he, we are told, is still in the regional capital here in Bolgatanga.
Albert, let me ask, what could have triggered this particular action?
Well, for now, the party executives in the region have remained tight-lipped. In fact, some of them have told me that they have taken a decision not to speak to the media about the matter for now. But bits of information I'm picking up from people who witnessed it was mainly because some of the party executives are aggrieved for some reason. One of the reasons I have heard is that Paul Afoko and Kwabna Japan are being accused of campaigning against Akufo-Addo. This I cannot confirm, but these are some of the issues that have been settled around since the matter came up. And some party executives have also been accused of masterminding the confusion. But then, since they are all refusing to speak to us, we cannot also confirm all these things. So for now, the reasons why this happened, it only remains rumors because nobody is speaking to us to confirm or deny all these claims.
Okay. Albert, thank you very much for your time on News Desk. And we've been trying to get through to the Upper East Regional PRO, Mr. Agbanyo, but ASP Agbanyo, we are still not getting through to him. As soon as we do have him, we'll bring you much more on this particular one. But joining me in the studio now, to shed more light on this particular issue and a few more things that have been happening in the opposition. NPP is Kwachi Afreniama, who is with our political desk right here at Joy News. Afre, thanks for joining me.
Great.
So we are told this incident happened. I mean, we've heard reports where reports that suggested that they were practically chased out of the premises. I mean, what could have triggered this whole thing?
As Albert mentioned earlier, as you also indicated, Mr. Kwabena Agyapong, the General Secretary of the NPP, and Mr. Paul Afoko, I understand they are on a regional tour. In fact, as of now, they've been to about 5 regions. They've been to the Eastern region. They've been to the Central region. They were in Tamale yesterday. From Tamale, they moved straight to the Upper East region, and sources close to them say that so far in all these regions that they've had what they've described as a highly successful interaction with regional constituency executives. But there is a certain perception, and that has been there since even before these 2 executives were elected, that they have a certain agenda against Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the agenda that many have termed as Agenda 2020, that Mr. Kwabena Agyapong and Paul Afoko want to scheme. They are scheming to ensure that Nana Addo loses the 2016 election so that eventually they will bring their man, Mr. Alan Chimanti. These are accusations by some section within the NPP. So this entire issue is unfolding because of that suspicion that Mr. Paul Afoko and Kwabena Agyapong are this is the first time they are touring the regions meeting executives since they were elected. And the suspicion and the questions that some within the party are raising is that why are they embarking on these tours alone? Why are they not going with other executives, the national organizer, for example, the youth organizer? Why are they? Is it because they are campaigning against Nana Akufo-Addo as the perception is? So all these factors have sort of fueled into and triggered these actions. But one man whose name has come at the center of this entire discussion, the violence and the scheming, attempted attack on the 2 men and the regional organizer, Jerry, is the Upper East chairman of the NPP.
That's the regional chairman of the NPP.
Mr. Adams Mahama.
Yeah.
I spoke to him today, and in fact, before I come to what he said, the accusation has been that he was unhappy with Mr. Kwabena Agyapong and Paul Afoko moving around without the other executives, and the fact that he was also in his region. He's the regional chairman. Yeah. So he thinks, and those were the reports, that he thinks that if you are coming to my region, you must first inform me.
So is it that he wasn't aware of this meeting?
Those were the reports. But let me come to the response he's given now. Okay. Albert indicated that he didn't want to speak to the media, but a while ago I had an extensive interview with him. And what he's saying now is that he knows nothing about what happened yesterday, but he's still questioning why Mr. Kwabena Agyapong and Paul Afoko are moving around, are embarking on this tour without the other party executives, without the likes of John Boedu, without the likes of Samia Oku and Sami Krab and so on and so forth. He thinks that is creating division in the party, even though he strongly denies that he has anything to do with this violence. Yesterday, the reports about he organizing these attacks to attack Mr. Kwabena Agyapong and Paul Afoko and the regional organizer. He maintains that, and he adds that he finds everything wrong with the 2 party officials coming to his region without his knowledge. Without his knowledge.
All right. I will be coming back to that subsequently, but that was Kwachi Afreniama, my colleague right here at Joy News, is with the political desk. We're taking a quick break here. When we do come back, we have a lot more news for you. Stay with us.